So just a couple questions leading up to this fight. Being undefeated in the UFC, what kind of pressures does that put on you? Or do you feel the pressure at all heading into this fight?
Um, it kind of put a big bullseye on you, but within the UFC, you got the hierarchy, Dana White, the Steady Brothers, and the matchmakers, Joe Silva and Sean Shelby. They like that, especially when you finish the people. But being undefeated is definitely good. It lets you know that you're doing your job.
And going into this fight, do you feel the pressure to make it a finish, or in all your fights for that matter, do you go in with the mentality that you want to finish your opponent and not let it get to the cards?
Most definitely. I mean, every fight I can. I mean, if it goes 3 rounds, it goes 3 rounds. But initially, if I can get the finish, I'm gonna shoot for the finish. I'm a finisher. I got power. I got length on me, so I'm definitely a finisher. But stepping up against Ryan Bader, he's also a good guy too. But just to end up going up against him, he's the ultimate fighter, season winner and stuff. He's a caliber wrestler, seasoned vet. So if I finish him, it'll definitely look impressively. But at the same time, a lot of eyes will open within the 205 division.
What challenges does Ryan Bader give you? You said he's a world-class wrestler. Coming into this fight, what did you have to prepare for specifically for him?
Just him being relentless with the takedowns. I mean, he's really good with the takedowns. But the upside of that is, when you're constantly going after takedown, after a while, it'll wear you down. And going 5 rounds to takedowns consistently, and you don't get them, it's going to wear you down. Definitely makes people frustrated when you can't take them down. So I know his game plan is going to be to take me down, and my game plan is to stand up. Or shoot, if I need to, I can take him down if I want to. My wrestling is pretty decent. It's enough to get elite wrestlers down to the ground. So.
And being undefeated, obviously, I'm assuming that you're not content with that. What do you have to still work on? Where do you think you can even get better as a fighter?
The thing about mixed martial arts is still an evolving sport, and you technically can't get perfect at one thing because there's so much different submissions or wrestling techniques or striking techniques is always coming out. So being that mixed martial arts is still a new sport, a lot within the sport that has been involved and stuff. So, I'm just trying to I'm not too much worried about, being a striker or a wrestler or, jiu-jitsu. I'm just worried about being a perfectionist as a MMA fighter.
Calling out has always been a part of the UFC and a part of people's game plans, but it seems like now, especially, you have to call someone out if you want to move up the ranks and work your way towards a title shot. Is that something that you're conscious of after these fights, and is it something that you're comfortable doing?
Yeah, definitely. After this fight, it's something that I'm not really thinking about, but I'm thinking about. But I still have this fight at hand. The first step is to beat Ryan Bader, and he's definitely that type of quality guy that's been in the game for a while, especially within the UFC too.
And as far as Ryan Bader is concerned, you have to win this fight. Every fight in the UFC is a must-win, but you get to 5-0 in the UFC. Those are usually grounds for getting a title shot soon or a number one contender shot. Not too many people make it 5 straight fights in a row with a win. Is that something you're looking at if you were to win this fight?
Yeah, I'll be only in a small pool of guys who actually done that. To be honest, I'm finding out lately I'm in a small pool of different records throughout the UFC, so that's definitely a blessing within itself.
And around you, how would you describe your training camp and everything, how it's gone? Is this one been different leading up to this fight, or would you say it's as good as all the other ones?
It hasn't been different at all. After my fight in Vancouver against Ryan Jimbo, flew in Sunday night, Monday night, I found out I was fighting, Ryan Bader. So, it's one of them things where initially training camp never stopped. They actually just, went from one training camp to another. I built myself from the training camp to find a 3-round fight when I fought Jimbo, and I'm just building myself to fight a 5-round fight with Bader. The thing about it is, too, he never been 5 rounds, I never been 5 rounds, but I feel comfortable I definitely, I have my moments during fights and stuff, but usually as the fight goes on, I get stronger and stronger.
And you talk about the change in, 5-round fights. Is this something that you feel gives you the advantage over him? Because you guys both haven't been 5 rounds. Do you feel as though you're more prepared for it than he is?
I don't know. He feels like I taper off after 5 rounds, but people don't know it's bad. It's not me tapering off. It's me actually waiting for my second win to kick in, and that's when it gets really bad.